Hi, hello, cheers. I thought I would just sit down, have my matcha, grab your drink, grab your coffee, grab your cocktail. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? So today I want to talk about imposter syndrome, but from a different perspective. So my friend Nadine shared something on Instagram that really just got me thinking and got me looking at imposter syndrome in a completely different way. Nadine is a certified coach specializing in relationship performance and communication between men and women. She's awesome. This is her handle. She posted something from an account that I wasn't following, and I'll pull it up because it was awesome. The account is this, Glow Graphics. And this was the post. Your imposter syndrome is nothing but a cue that you're bossing up in life. Give your imposter syndrome a name, talk to it like a friend, and build a healthy relationship with the signals, not the symptoms. And this shot right here is what my friend Nadine posted. If you don't have imposter syndrome to some degree, take a step back and reassess. You might be too comfortable where you're at. And isn't that so true? When does imposter syndrome kick in? When you are stepping out of your comfort zone, when you're doing something that you've never done before. You're literally trying something new and you're not sure how it's gonna turn out. That's when imposter syndrome kicks in. What is your life like if you have no imposter syndrome? Is it boring? Is it really playing it safe and it's just dull? Are you bored? Are you feeling like, especially with what we're all going through right now, what has your time at home been like? What is your life like if you don't have imposter syndrome? And just a quick definition of what it is, it's basically a feeling of inadequacy and self-doubt and just fear of failure, fear of not being good enough. So that's what that is. And when do you feel those things? When you're trying scary things. When you're trying something that you're like, ooh, I'm really excited for this, but I'm also really nervous because I don't know how it's gonna turn out. So this got me really thinking, like, you know what? Instead of being like, ugh, I'm feeling imposter syndrome right now and like I don't like this feeling and I feel not good enough right now. No, we should be like, okay, this is a sign that I'm like trying new things. I'm pushing myself beyond my comfort zone. I'm literally trying new things and changing my life. It is such a good sign. Like me with this YouTube channel. I was so nervous before I started. There's all these things, these little voices inside your head of imposter syndrome, of thinking you may not be good enough, but hey, I'm doing it. And yes, I still feel imposter syndrome sometimes, but it's because I'm continuously putting myself out there and trying new things. That little voice inside our head, that little V on my shoulder that is like, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that and you're probably not good enough for this. Give her a name and be like, girl, thank you, but no thank you, I'm good. And like this post says, it is nothing but a cue that you are bossing up in life. People who don't have imposter syndrome may be playing it safe in life. Everybody has their own journey and I respect everyone's journey. But I just want to give the people out there that do feel imposter syndrome, that have a negative association to it, that feel like crap when they hear that little voice inside their head, it's okay because you're courageous, you're trying new things, and you're living your best life, or at least you're on your way to it. When I saw Nadine post this, I was like, yes, what an amazing reframe. Even the name imposter syndrome, it's like a syndrome. It automatically feels negative just hearing the word, hearing the name. But you know what? Change that definition, because it is not a bad thing. It is not a really negative thing. It's actually in turn a really good thing. And I hope this clarified for you a little bit why, because it's very easy to get down on yourself when you feel that spiral start going. It, stunts your action. I may not film a video a certain day if I'm feeling like I'm not good enough. I may not do X, Y, and Z if I'm hearing that imposter syndrome narrative in my head. We gotta just find a way to work around it and realize that it's a good thing to feel that. And if you're not feeling that, maybe you want to feel that. Maybe you want to try something new. Another great point that Glow Graphics made in her caption of this post was, the ego has a reputation to hold up. So anything that may harm it or cause it embarrassment, it's going to be like, hey, like, we don't want to be doing that. Like, that could go wrong for us. So, And I think another great point to mention is, if you feel like the people around you won't support the thing that you want to do, that you want to try, that you want to dabble in and see what happens, you got to get some new people around you. That's just going to keep you in a spot where you're not feeling imposter syndrome, because you're not trying new things and you're not thinking about new things. Like, if you want more from the life that you're currently living, you may want to talk to people that have the lifestyle that you are looking for. Get a good group of friends, meet people online, virtually, or whatever it is, and find people who are doing the thing that you want to do, and feel imposter syndrome together. Because if you are not feeling it right now, but you're like, I do want more from life, hang out with different people is what I'm thinking will help. I'm so happy that Nadine shared that, because it gave me just literally a huge shift in my perspective for imposter syndrome. It's night and day for me right now. It was always something that I was like dreading to feel, or if I was feeling those things, I was like, ugh, like maybe it is because I am X, Y, and Z, or whatever is going on in your head, but really it's not. It is because you are pushing yourself past what you've ever done. So congrats to us, because whoever feels imposter syndrome is doing different shit. Please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell so that you get notified every time I post a new video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.